our subject matter today, which is
the apocalypse.
It's going to come up.
It's happening.
Come on, Jeff, producer
happening.
Jeff.
It's the apocalypse now.
In the apocalypse, Jeff doesn't survive because there it is.
Yay!
He turns up 3 minutes slow for the helicopter and he's fucked. It's how it goes.
So, to use your own line from earlier, why do you look like a homosexual cowboy right now?
Wow. I didn't know we were going to start off that way, telling everyone my secrets.
Yes.
Because I want to ride a bit of cock and then a horse.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't know. Why do I look like a cowboy? Because this is probably what I would become in the apocalypse.
A cowboy? Where do you get your horse?
Homesteading. It's not necessarily a cowboy, but I would, I'd have a good hat to protect myself from the sun.
Yeah.
I'd have the wax jacket so I could sleep out under the rough stars at night. I'd always have
rough stars.
I'd always have like a hunting blade ready at any time so I could stick out a bear or skin a moose or maybe stick it into the bark of a tree in a triangular direction and an arrow point down and then stick the blade in so that actually drains water out of the tree, which if you're dehydrated is a great way to find water.
Or syrup.
So you don't die. And you can also turn into syrup, yes, by low boiling, which you can use then as a gum or a glue, which you can actually use to make arrows and knives and all sorts of things.
You're just flirting with the ladies now.
Listen, when it comes to the apocalypse, I'm ready. I'm dressed for action.
I think you actually are ready, like for real though. Like
I look a bit like Rick Grimes.
Well, you also do actually look a lot like him.
Carl! That's my Rick Grimes impression.
It's excellent. The jacket sells it.
You've gone like the opposite direction. You've gone Mad Max.
I've gone full Mad Max. Yeah.
Sex appeal. I'm getting hot under the collar. And I'm wearing denim and a wax jacket, but it's not because of that, Cherie. It's because you look smoking.
Thank you.
This is what you do in the post-apocalypse.
This is because I know exactly what my skill set is, Jeff.
We discussed this on the guns episode, our very first episode.
I'll discuss it on every episode. Just save me, God, please. I have put in my 10,000 hours, but only in one skill, and that is cock sucking.
You reckon you sucked 10,000 hours worth of cock?
I imagine so.
10,000 hours?
I'm an expert, Jeff Leach.
10,000 hours, though. Come on. You should hit up Guinness Book of World Records if that's the case, because that is...
Not in a row.
Well, no, I would assume
I've had a fair few in a row, but not 10,000 hours
Although
worth.
technically, I guess, as long as you had like water dipped in between in other mouthfuls or moments where the cock was not in your throat, then you could survive potentially on the protein of the jism and the water alone.
But then you're going to have to, like, how many calories are in one splooge, and then how many splooges do you need to keep you alive?
And also all your muscles would atrophy except for your right forearm, which would be jacked.
I am left-handed.
Oh, okay.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I haven't watched any of your pornography.
Please.
So,
although I use my right hand all the time in pornography because of the damn camera.
Oh, really?
Because the left hand's in the way.
Does it always look a little wonky when you do it?
I think it does. I think you can tell that I'm not doing a good job with my right hand.
But in the apocalypse, you'd be doing a great job with your throat, is what you're saying.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
What would be your... Let me first of all ask a very simple question. You've dressed like this, right?
I have.
As much as we jest...
I have a stockpile of these outfits for when the apocalypse happens.
It's just called your costume box. It's just your dressing up box. It's your porn dressing up box. But if you made it to the next apocalypse, right, do you think you would survive it? And I don't mean wearing pretty outfits and sucking some dick. Although I do think that is a legitimate way to potentially make yourself
invaluable. No, I think that's a totally
invaluable.
legitimate way to like get into a good camp that can keep me alive.
Right.
Because alone, I will die immediately. If someone doesn't find me on the side of the road, I'm in so much trouble.
Unless you turn up at a camp where every male is married in it, because then the women are going to be like, don't let her in. You can't let her in. She's going to suck everyone's dick.
Everyone's dick. Yeah. Well, I'll eat their pussies too, though.
Okay. Well, we're back on. The deal is back on.
Yeah.
Let me talk to the rest of the group, and we'll see what we can do.
That's right. I mean, I got time to put in every day while they're out doing useful stuff.
Because I wonder, like, we watch programs like The Walking Dead. We watch things like that, and we go, obviously a lot of facets of civilization, of human decency and behavior would just go out the window.
Are gone.
Would it be the purge, or would people desperately try to hold on to old principles and concepts of life? For instance, like monogamy or 2.4 fat kids or staying in the family, or would they be like, fuck it, I'm going to go out there and just
I think there'd
find
be
myself
both.
a
I feel like even
post-apocalyptic
in
home.
those shows, there's both. There's like, even in The Walking Dead, there's all kinds of different groups doing all kinds of different things.
I must have missed the episode with the specific one with the character that sucks dick to survive.
Well,
I don't know if
they skipped that one, but you know it would happen. You all know it would happen. It happens at Burning Man. You're only there for like a few days, and people are resorting to sucking dick. Like, there's
Spoiler
no
alert,
way.
next season, it's Rick Grimes. He actually just decides, fuck it. Fuck it.
all this work.
Fuck it. I'm gonna have some me time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, it's a rewrite.
Yeah.
That's a really
a
good
bit inappropriate
rewrite.
because that's his son. Anyway, whatever. He's dead. It's fictional. It doesn't matter.
So, do you think then, if there were an apocalypse tomorrow, you would survive?
A real one. We're
like,
not talking comically.
It could be zombies. It could be a meteor, but you lived. It could be something that like really screwed stuff up. It could be like all tech goes down. It happens right now.
Look how excited
Do you
I am
think you
about
would,
this question.
I know. I'm ready. I really want to hear. Would you make it?
100% yes.
Why?
Because I'm fucking preparing for it right now.
As a comedian.
Oh no!
I'm just saying, like, to a lot of people, your life skills are like acting and comedy and like the arts.
How do you? Are you not friends? How do
you?
you not know
Not
my
me.
other life skills? You
Not
know,
me.
You know,
I'm saying the good folks on the internet who see you as a comic.
Yeah, but they're not going to be. First of all, if the apocalypse comes
You're
around,
like,
the
fuck
internet,
them, fuck the internet.
no one's on Instagram. That's not happening. No one's on Instagram. If the apocalypse has come around, people are out there in the world. They're looking for land. They're looking to fortify their compounds, their homes. They're looking to grow food. They're looking to do DIY. They need people who are strong, who are big. They need people who can handle a firearm.
Yeah.
They need people who've got some resources at their disposal. They need people who are prepared.
Like you.
And I am prepared.
So you'd be part of a group then. You wouldn't be like
ride
a
a
solo
car,
rider.
I can drive a car, I can ride a motorcycle, I can drive a tractor, I can drive some heavy vehicles. I bring unbelievable skills to the table, Cherie DeVille, and I'm slightly hurt that you don't consider that. You think I'm going to be trying to sling jokes in the apocalypse. And yes, I will also uplift people's spirits with my hilarious comedy. What about you? You going to survive it? Honestly, let's take dick sucking it out of the apocalypse, out of the equation.
Honestly, if you're taking like someone taking care of me out of the equation, absolutely not.
You don't
not
think you have
without a bunch
those-
of people.
But you're athletic.
I mean, I know. Like, I can do stuff other people tell me how to do, but I'd need to be with a group.
Yeah, but that's the point, though. I think if you have capabilities, if you're not afraid of hard work, which I know you're not.
I'm not afraid of hard
If you
work.
don't mind getting your hands dirty,
That's
which
easy.
we've seen you put your forearm inside of another human being. I know
Yes,
that you're not scared of
yes.
that. If you're good with vegetables, good with cooking and stuff
Very
like that,
good.
which you are,
All
you're
of
good with
that.
all the
Yes.
homey stuff.
Yes, very
If
good.
you can get your hands, like, if get involved in the work, like you're strong, you're physically athletic, you can do.
I could survive in a group that could put me to work. But,
Sure.
like, I can't be out there killing anything. I would die
Until
alone.
you learn that skill, until someone
I
teaches
learn,
you how to point
but
and
someone
shoot
would
a
have to
hunting
teach
rifle.
me.
Yeah.
Would you use that's a question. What would be your actual weapon of choice in the apocalypse?
Oh.
But this is it. This is for all time. Once you choose this weapon, that is the weapon. No backsies.
Okay,
No take
well,
backsies.
This is
forever, years.
This is Cherie DeVille. When you ask me
Yes,
how
I'm ready.
prepared, this is my
What is this?
post-apocalypse. This is my freak-out bag. This has what I need to survive in the wilderness for months.
Months?
And
What do you have in it?
I mean, well, first of all, my weapon
Take
of choice would
it
be a
out.
Glock 17, that's not actually in here, but this
But
is.
you'd run out of
this is my
bullets.
thing. Eventually, but
No, I said
how
forever.
Much,
You
how
have to
much
choose it
ammunition
forever.
do you think I've got? Oh, well then I'll take my pick. I've got. Let's have a look. So we definitely got the cleaver, which is good for
Whoa, I
cooking and
love a
stuff like that.
cleaver.
That's important. We've got the
Yeah.
handy hunting knife, which you always
Okay.
need one of those.
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
not long enough for. Oh,
the
that's a
axe.
good one.
Now this is both throwing and chopping.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty solid choice. That's actually not the best axe. I want to get a better one than that. But I don't need to anymore because guess what?
What?
I've got a flipping folding
in
saw.
God's-
A folding saw, Cherie. I'm not going to pull it all out now, but a folding saw in there as well.
A saw, like
Yeah, so you
with a
can-
serrated blade?
Yeah, but it folds out and it like creates it becomes one.
Oh, that's my weapon of choice.
Yeah. No, it's not. You don't want to use that as a weapon. Terrible weapon. Won't really do
Why?
much damage. Because the blades are very flimsy, won't do much damage. If you want a weapon, you're either going for the hand axe, I believe,
That
or
feels
even
really
the
close
cleaver.
up.
I mean, like as close to close combat stuff.
I'd say the cleaver.
I'm going to pull out more
appeals to me
things from
as
that
a
bag
chef.
later on. Every now and then.
Promise?
Maybe after each question, we'll pull out.
Oh,
one.
yeah. At least one item.
It's pretty heavy if I can carry
So
it.
you first choose the gun and then I guess one of the blades.
Sure.
For your weapon of choice.
I also have a machete that's like 16,
I was going to say
18
machete
inch.
would be mine.
Machete.
Because I feel like it's super functional and you could chop some people up.
Yes, but also again, no. Like in terms of like the damage it can do.
You don't think it
depends
could
how,
kill someone?
100%, but it depends how. Like, first of all, the machete is a very long blade. Wielding it as well is like.
Is the axe easier?
Yeah, generally, and you
Really?
can also do more with an axe.
What about like a samurai sword? Like a big, amazing, super sharp
cumbersome,
blade?
difficult to carry around. Sharp as absolute nails, for sure. If you want to slice through someone, that's probably the best weapon to do it with. A lot of upkeep. And if it snaps or breaks, very difficult to repair.
you're
Whereas,
done.
again, your axe, you get a
You
chip
could
in that.
probably
You put that through
find
someone's
blades.
skull.
Yeah.
It might chip.
Yeah.
But you just shave that out. Boom, 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 boom,
It's
boom.
more practical.
There, it's heavy. It's a
I like
blunt
the fancy
instrument.
ones.
Yeah, you could knock someone out with that bad boy. What about you? What
But
would
it's
you
so
have? then?
up close. I don't know. I want something a little further away.
Nerf
That's
gun.
why I was going Nerf gun.
Bubble gun.
Well, that was my second choice.
You
Nerf
just tried
gun, bubble gun, and then Nerf arrow gun.
And then
were my
rampant,
top three.
one of your
Yeah.
Doctor
Doc Johnson.
Doc Johnson.
Doc Johnson.
Pocket pussies.
That's
one
right.
of the Cherie DeVille
Yes.
pocket pussies from Doc Johnson.
Yes.
You use
I'll
one
be
of those.
giving them out like water, or use it to beat someone with.
I'm gonna or beat someone off with. I'm an attacker. I'm running at you.
Yeah.
Ah! As I come in,
go,
you
go, go.
immediately pull his pants down and throw it on his dick.
Yeah.
And he's incapable. He's incapacitated.
It's beautiful.
You snatch the weapon off him, put it through his head. Both heads
Yeah.
are taken care of in one fell swoop.
And then reuse it on the next guy.
Don't even clean it out. Don't even wash it. She's an animal. That way, she'll get you with the horrendous illnesses.
If I don't get you with the
if you don't get-
axe, I'll
6
get you
months
with
later,
the
like,
venereal disease.
I've got a cough. Why are my balls green? It's over. It's done. Yeah, that's
The
great.
slow death.
That's a slow and sensual death, ladies and gentlemen. That's what she's looking for. What do you think is going to cause the apocalypse if we actually have one come our
Human
way?
beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's within our lifetime, I think human beings are going to do it. Like not like an asteroid.
Can I add an addendum to my question?
Yes.
Human beings.
Yeah.
Fucking no shit.
No, but I feel
here's
like
what I wanna say.
asteroids from
What-
afar or like.
What aspect of human beings, though? Because that could be done through nuclear war. It could be done through eradicating ourselves with AI technology and eventually just fading out of existence. It could be done with like losing our minds over civil unrest and just tearing each other apart.
Yep.
It could be ecological disasters caused by humanity.
I think
So
it's
which
going to
specific
be
one?
the. I know this is typical, but I really believe we're fucking around with experimenting with like viruses and all kinds of stuff like that too much for warfare. I think there's going to be a leak and it's going to kill everyone.
There was one a few years ago. It was called COVID. It was a psyop investigation.
strong enough.
It was an operation by
didn't kill everyone.
the Chinese Jewish space laser crew,
Christ.
and they actually weirdly Ben Shapiro is the leader.
As of course he is.
Absolutely, and also Adolf Hitler's head, which is frozen
Yeah.
inside of a
Duh.
jar.
But it
which-
talks.
with Walt Disney. They're both in there together,
They're
kissing.
fused like Siamese twins.
They just
Yeah.
know they just float in heads, and occasionally they
That's
touch.
beautiful.
You know, like when
That's
you get
beautiful.
the
Like once a month, they're like,
you know,
they
well, you know
bump
the
into
little,
each
you know the
other.
little on a TV screen when you let it idle for too long.
a screensaver. Yes.
A screensaver that bounces.
Yes.
It's like every now and then you wait for it to hit the corner. That's
yeah,
like the two
that's
heads
a
floating in the
special
jar,
moment.
and then
Yeah.
they kiss it up.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, nihilism. Walt and old Adolf just make
Hot.
yeah.
I'd
And
pay for
that's
content
who's
like
going to
that.
cause it specifically. You heard it here first,
Hitler
ladies
and
and gentlemen.
Disney.
Hitler, Disney, Ben Shapiro,
Combo.
and
Yeah.
the Chinese Mexican space lasers owned by the Illuminati,
That's right.
who are all white. So
Well,
they're
that's
just-
my theory. What's yours?
I think probably just ecological disaster.
Like what? Like global warming?
Yeah, I
or
think eventually
like
we're gonna
we
be
cause
underwater.
something more specific and sudden.
No, I think we're going to
think
be
slow?
I think if it happens, something like major happens during our lifetime, it will be the asteroid field. Because I see a lot of billionaires investing in off-planetary travel, but also
you?
and also in protective
Interesting.
bits here as well. They've all bought tickets on the vessels out of here
Interesting.
for sure. And
Yeah.
then they have different technology than they reveal to us anyway, 0-point energy, all that stuff. I think they've already got UAPs that can maneuver in the way that we've seen on film. Of course, if they recovered 120 UAPs and some of them were vessels and one of them had a pilot from another planet, you think they haven't reverse engineered that shit?
Yeah.
Of course they have. They got fucking free energy. They got that off Tesla, and every scientist who's ever tried to patent 0-point energy machines since that time, all of them die of a heart attack or sudden heart attack or gunshot to the head, which they cause themselves apparently after a happy life.
Suspicious. Jeff.
Suspicious as fuck, as my
Suspicious,
friend Morgan
Jeff.
Jay would say.
Yeah.
So I think
You
it
think
will
it'll
be
be a
ecological
slow ecological disaster?
Yeah, I think
but
it's
if
more
it's
likely.
so slow, how are you even going to know when it's like arrived?
Because it's already arrived, it's already happening to us. It's just going to speed up in intensity and frequency of those kind of events.
Like what? What do you think will start happening that you're like,
mean-
shit? What's the moment when you leave Los Angeles, if you do?
Oh,
like-
I mean, I will if something goes wrong. I'll tell you what.
Like what? Like what would be like?
There's a big
shit,
wave
I gotta
coming.
like.
There's been a shift. There's been a major earthquake. The fault line has started to shift and really
well,
major
that's like
go.
a run.
No, that's get on my motorcycle
Yeah,
with
like,
my dog in a backpack and leave.
immediately.
Yeah.
So you think
That
it'll be
bag's going to
some
live
big
on my motorcycle.
momentary catalyst that'll do it, not just like riding.
I
or
think the writing's
people
already on the
stuff.
wall, and we're seeing more and more and more of these awful things happening: fires and typhoons
Mm-hmm.
and floods and whole islands and tribes and villages and cities being wiped out already. By the way,
Yeah.
it just doesn't happen in America or England, so we don't give a shit about
Yeah.
it. But it's started to. The floods have started to come up on the shores of the LA coastline.
Mm-hmm.
We've started to see the fires next door. We've started to see major flooding throughout the valley. We've started to see ecological disasters, earthquakes getting more serious.
So why are you still in LA then?
Because I'm going to die with a tan, motherfuckers.
Gonna die with a tear. You're not leaving until the water is rushing your door. That's how much you love LA.
No, I'm just like, I'm preparing already. You know this. Come
I
on,
do
we
know
know
this.
this.
I know.
So ask what
I
you want to
know.
ask. Go, Jeff, I thought you were
Well,
preparing for this shit already.
Yes, Jeff. I demand more items from the bag.
I'm buying land next year.
Are you
Oh,
really
no.
buying land?
I'm going to buy land next year, and it's going to be further inland, and then I'm going to build some
I assumed all
structures
you
on
had
it.
was that bag.
No, I have land in my back pocket. And I'm going to put buildings on it, and I'm going to have a well, and I'm going to have solar panel and
When?
solar energy. Oh, by the end of next year, that's the plan.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, end of 2025, I'll have
Like
the
in
land.
California or far away?
I mean, depends where I can afford 10 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah, grow some veggies.
But do you want to live in a place that has winter?
Oh, I don't care where I live, as long as I survive the apocalypse. So really, I should go further inland, is the reality. You kind of want to be nearer to the middle of the country, which is unfortunately where all the lunatics are. They already got the land.
They're ready.
They got the bunkers with
Yeah.
the AR-15s in them.
Just don't be near any cities. So where are you going to be? Somewhere in the middle of California?
You want to be
Somewhere
like
where there's no... I would not go anywhere where there was winter. That's crazy
an
if
hour
you
and
don't
a
have
half
electricity.
inside. Yeah, something an hour in further inland.
Yeah,
or
you're not going to have
something.
heating though.
What do you mean? Of course you can. You've
Just
got-
fires all the time?
Yeah, that's how people live for thousands of years.
That's crazy.
And stayed really warm.
That's fucking crazy.
No, what's crazy is that do you know how to chop up a tree? Do you know how to like fell
No,
a tree and
I
chop up
absolutely
firewood?
do not know how to chop up. I mean,
dry
I'm
out
sure I
wood?
could figure it out, but no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
So
Do
you need to start looking at the same stuff I see on my feed on a daily basis.
Oh my God. Is your algorithm all like hot guys chopping trees?
Yeah, sure, yes. No, it's one hot guy chopping trees,
It's
and
the
I've
same
invested
one.
in him, and
Yeah.
I got a membership to the OF. Like,
Same.
no, there is actually a hot guy who chops trees, and there's a
I
hot
know.
woman who chops trees
Yes,
as well.
I'm aware of both of them.
Yeah. But no, I don't. But I do watch a lot of survival. I follow a lot of survival accounts. I watch a lot of homesteading content and survivalist stuff and how to, if you've got 3 items or if you've got no items, here's how you dry yourself when you fall into ice and cold water.
So you know all that stuff.
I don't know all of it. And the best way to know any of that stuff is to do it. That's what I learned from all these people is
Are
to...
you going to start like getting out and about or doing like training and stuff? Or have you done it already?
I'm already doing it. I'm doing CQB courses, so I know
What's
how to handle.
CQB?
It's close combat quarter training for firearms. So I've done like a 2-man CQB. I'm doing a solo one later on this
Nice.
year, and I'm going to do some more advanced firearms courses,
Nice.
and then I'm going to do
Yeah.
some survival courses this summer and
What's
into
that mean?
fall as well.
What's like a survival course? Like
go
making
and spend a week in the
fire, or-
wilderness, build a shelter, build fires.
I feel like Alexis Fox would do that with you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Like
Let's go do it.
I feel like you or she would be amazing like survival buddies in the apocalypse.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
invited me to come and stay at her place next time I'm in
Yeah,
Vegas. So
yeah.
maybe I'll go stay there and we can talk about the apocalypse and how we're going to...
Like she's ready. She has a car with like a tent that pops up on it. She just drives out into the middle of nowhere and just
That's
figures
great.
it out.
I love that. I
She's
love going out
super
camping and doing
badass.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I also feel like the survival stuff is more like you've got to go. For instance, here, like I bought a motorcycle recently. If you want to get out of a city, you can't do it in a car when there's a panic because this city gets blocked up for 12 hours a day anyway.
You sneeze and there'll be absolutely no way to get out of the car.
To get yourself
ever.
some,
a
Captain
few
Crunch.
would stall out and you'd be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so motorcycles, unless you can afford a helicopter or a little plane, and planes are hard to get to because you need landing and takeoff strips. Helicopter, small light aircraft is the best thing to have, but I'm not quite on Bill Burr money yet. Yeah.
Maybe,
he's got a helicopter and his license.
Really have a That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. And I want to
Bill
find
Burr.
out where he learned, and so I can. I'm gonna try and reach out and say
I don't know helicopter, but you can get your pilot's license at the Van Nuys Airport.
Anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Any airport. I'm sure they've got a little school where they teach you. So
Danny Daniels is a pilot.
Oh, really? Very cool. Does she own a plane yet?
No.
Okay. She needs to get a helicopter as well, because I feel like a helicopter is the way that you get the fuck out quick.
I feel like each license is different, but I know she has at least some licenses.
Well, I got my motorcycle license,
Yeah.
and I used that, and I bought a motorcycle, and this bag's going on the
You
back
have a
of
nice
it,
motorcycle.
strapped to it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the reason I got that is because even if the roads are blocked up, on a motorcycle, you can ride on the sidewalk, you can ride through small spaces, you can even go off-road if you need to. It's easier to get to a higher elevation to avoid whatever big wave is coming your way.
Fast.
Or at least get out of the city so you can avoid the majority of the lunacy.
No, I completely agree with the motorcycle. But what about your dog baby?
Oh, my dog baby will be in my backpack. I've already got that bought as well.
In your backpack?
Yeah, so this gets strapped on the back of my bike.
Okay.
The dog
trying
goes
to
in a
imagine
backpack
this.
on my shoulder with a little paws here and a little pair of goggles on.
And you got doggles.
And then I have my bulletproof vest on.
Damn.
And then I have my Glock strapped to the front of my chest because people are absolutely going to try and pull you off your motorcycle so they can get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
So you have that here, you have a blade on you, and you just you ride out of town. And if people try and stop you getting through, you pull out your gun, you point it at them. If they don't move, then you fire a couple of shots at their feet. If they still don't move, then you shoot them in the head and you drive through them.
What if you have a special lady at the time? How are you going to put her on the bike? Is there room?
Listen, ladies, I love you and I really do want a life partner, but you better get your motorcycle license because I'm getting my dog out of town. No, it would be easy with a lady because she'd be on the back of the bike holding the doggo in a bag on the front like a baby like that. She can keep it calm for the most part. Although that wouldn't be easy. It would be more heavy and probably more load on the motorcycle. So whatever.
Still.
Listen.
So you're saying,
baby, I love
sorry,
you, but
ladies.
I didn't put a ring on it. Therefore, it's not until death do us part.
So no ring, no ride.
Bye. Vroom, vroom.
No ring, no ride.
Yeah, exactly. Or I feel like
fair.
the woman that I'm going to marry probably will be
Already have a motorcycle license.
she'll want to do stuff like that. She'll be into that kind of stuff.
She'll be ready. She'll have her own to-go bag that's even bigger than your to-go bag.
It's a very serious plan, right? The apocalypse is coming. Something's happening.
You really think
do you
so?
have an escape plan?
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
No.
So you would just eat it and die?
Probably yes, but I don't think the apocalypse is coming right now.
Oh, well. I hate to say I told you so. We'll see when we get to...
As you drive away, your last Instagram post, Cherie,
I told you.
I told you so. And then you throw your phone away, and that's it.
So you don't think that global warming is necessarily going to just... And you think humans are going to eradicate...
Yeah, I think if it happens within my lifetime, it'll be some sort of like
Putin,
human...
finger on a button?
Always. Like it'll be nuclear or something, someone will hack like everything and the whole like system of banking will go down permanently and
we'll
people
become
will
the
freak
purge because
out.
people go, no money, no laws, screw it.
And everyone will freak out and it'll be like anarchy immediately.
What is the first thing you would do if the government collapsed tomorrow?
Oh God. You know, I think I would try and get out of Los Angeles, but but I don't have a bike. All I have is a car. Everyone would be doing the same thing. I totally recognize that that's not a solution.
I have a solution for you.
Tell me.
Lime scooter. You're welcome.
So I still need to purchase something.
Yeah, you still need the app on your phone.
No, but you think the app is gonna work?
just like the I just like seeing you in that outfit on a Lime scooter riding down the 405
4
freeway.
miles an hour.
Cruising through. I'll suck dick if you save me. That's what I want.
It just in the line. It's like not even that time yet. I'm just sucking dick in the line of cars. Yeah.
Exactly. It'd be
For
like
biscuits.
a lemonade stand instead. Just
for sips of water.
wet wipes for your mouth. Unbelievable. Let's talk about what we haven't learned from the past, because I feel like we've had a lot of signs. There's been 2 apocalypses, right, of the human race.
Yes.
There have been ice ages,
Yes.
and they're discovering more all the time, or at least theorizing that there's been more.
But okay.
Theorizing that there's been another advanced human civilization, like a third one earlier. But
I would believe it.
what do you think are lessons that are glaringly obvious to us from the past that we are completely ignoring today?
Oh, the preparedness level is 0. We have no, like, if COVID, I don't care what side of COVID you were on, I think everyone can agree that if that had been even slightly more serious, the whole world would be dead.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, we
because
have
of human error and stupidity.
Yeah, we have no ability to control the populace. We have no ability to agree on anything. We have no ability to survive if a germ like that got out. So I think that would easily cause it would take like a week before all of civilization was in big trouble, and then you were escaping on your motorcycle and everyone else was dying.
Yeah, I'm out of Dodge. I'm just out of it. As soon as I see it all falling apart and people going crazy, just
like immediately.
But I mean, it'd be scary because like you'd want to save some people,
but you'd want to find people in the end, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or would you want to go solo? Like, okay, you've escaped. You're on your bike. You could live solo, or you could like try and actively find other humans. What do you think you would do? Like, you don't know them though. You didn't escape with any friends. Like, would you try and find humans, or would you want to go it alone?
After a period of time, I would obviously want to be around other people. I'm not so solitary that I want to live the rest of my life just me and my dog. What do you mean?
Not necessarily solitary, but like I would be scared to join up with other people in some ways too.
I mean, that's what literally The Walking Dead is about. It's not a movie about a TV show about zombies. It's about how you can't trust humans. Like the zombies are simple. Yeah. They're simple-minded. They want to eat you. Do you know what I mean? Whereas humans, hey, yeah, come in. You know, what equipment you got? Okay, cool. Bang, bullet to the back of the head.
How would you
I'm
vet
taking
that?
Now. You wouldn't.
You're like 2 years in, you're lonely, right?
Sure.
And you notice that there's a camp somewhere. Like you've seen them, they haven't seen you.
I scout that camp out.
Tell me what you do.
I've got a pair of binoculars in that bag. I pull them out.
Do you really have a pair?
Sure, of course.
Come on, more bag
They're
stuff.
in one of the pockets. It's going to take time to get out. I got MRIs in there. I got a first aid kit. I got a tourniquet. I got like a little IFAK, which is like a individual first aid kit. I've got like a military
After this story, we need more items. Give it to me.
Life straw, American Red Cross Life straw.
Not
there you
that
go.
brand, but yeah.
I got water purification tablets.
I do have a bug out bag with a couple things, but not like yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I can give you the list. Maybe we'll put the full list of some BTS content for people so they can create their own.
Let's put it on my Amazon wish list so someone can help me buy a bug out bag so I can live.
She's already putting her post-apocalypse plan into action. You know what I wanted to ask you actually? If you could pick one apocalyptic event to happen that you survive. So in this scenario, we both live, but what would your ideal, would it be aliens have come down and put the human race into servitude? Or would it be zombies? Would it be
terrifying
Mad Max? Would it be, drought and water and engine oil? Would it be or maybe a better question is this.
Man, those are all bad. Like, it's like taking a terrible choice.
Maybe a better question is this. Which post-apocalyptic universe that we know through popular media would you would you prefer to be a part of?
They're all so absolutely terrible. Oh, I think I'm going to go with
Walking Dead.
I think I'm going to go with The Last of Us. Yeah, because they have enough people to where I feel like I could find a group and survive for a long time.
Yeah, but a lot of those groups are just murderers and rapists in The Last of Us.
But in the cities, as soon as you get outside of it a little bit,
yeah, but as soon as you get outside of the city, that's when you get the clickers and the.
You become savvy.
And it's like mushroom stuff. I'd much rather The Walking Dead. Have you seen how The Walking Dead zombies walk?
I guess I'm not as familiar with The Walking Dead. You think they're way slower and dumber?
The Last of Us, those clickers are like, here's a little bit of a sound, and then
they're not going to find you out in the rural places.
There were definitely mushroom boys out there in them woods. I played through the first game, not the second one, and there was.
Well, that's because it's a game, and they want it to be exciting all the time. I'm talking about real life.
That's the universe, though. We're not talking about real life. We're talking about the opposite of real life right now.
You're like, I'm actually talking about a video game. I'm not sure where your head's at.
Let's take you in a different direction.
But wait,
right?
no. Tell me the rest of your story. I want to know what you do. You found the camp. You've got your binoculars. You've scouted them out.
Oh, this is
how
how
do you
I'm
approach?
surviving. I mean, I just wait and I see what their behaviors are. I climb up probably in a tree and scout them out for a few days, and I watch their comings and goings and see what they're like. If I look inside and I see people growing vegetables, and I see kids, and I see families, and I see people helping one another out, I'm approaching
You're
that.
gonna approach.
If I see dudes on bikes and I hear a woman screaming and being dragged by a hair out of one building into another, and then I hear gunshots and I hear see people swilling alcohol and shooting up heroin,
Then you're out.
Then I'm like, probably not for me, that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or who knows? Because the apocalypse, maybe I go full psychopath and I just go, "This is
Like
my
outfit.
life now."
Yeah, and just lose your whole mind.
If you had to
You're gonna
take
be
a
like
different identity,
Borderlands.
this is your identity, right?
This is it.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yes, I'm choking myself.
What would be
There.
your post-apocalyptic name? You've dropped the name Cherie DeVille.
Okay.
That's no longer your name.
Yeah.
What's your post-apocalyptic moniker?
Feathers McGee.
Nothing puts fear into the hearts of mortal men like the name Feathers McGee.
Yeah, how about you?
I quite like the Gentleman.
The Gentleman?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Madonna?
yeah, yeah.
Like just...
Oh, wait, is that a Madonna reference?
No, but just like you just have like one name that's not, you're just like
Well, yeah, because the gentleman, because you don't know what it is. What is he? A gentleman what? Like, what's he done? He's a
gentleman
professional.
caller.
He's like, is he a polite guy or is he like, he's just a smooth motherfucker?
What if there's like
killer?
20 different dudes calling themselves the Gentleman?
Then I'd kill all 19 of them. That's what the gentleman does.
That's what the Gentleman does.
I leave a serviette on every single one of their bodies so they can clean off the blood.
The Gentleman caller.
I smoke a cigarette over them, even though I don't smoke, and I just put it out on their forehead.
It's a
and
candy
I leave.
cigarette.
Yeah. The gentleman was here, a half-drunk glass of whiskey by their body.
I love that you're like James Bond.
Gentlemanified is my catchphrase. It's not
If
been
it's
thought out.
snowing, you just write it out in the snow with your piss.
That's it. As I kill them, one afterwards, I say, "You've been gentrified," and then I leave a teacup on their forehead, and then I walk out.
Even say it more British than that. though.
You've been gentrified.
That
sir.
sells. That sells.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's what it's going to be. Perfect. And yours is going to be Feathers McGee.
Yeah, mine's better.
Yours sounds like you've joined the circus.
I wish I could join the circus.
All right, here's a good question for us. This one is
laughing too
about
hard to read the
survival again, because we've got to look at the survival prospects.
Okay, it looks grim over here.
It's all right. We managed to get to a coastline, you and I.
Yeah,
okay?
great.
And
So we have mollusks.
There's sure, we have mollusks.
What more do you need?
We have a boat. We've gotten that boat.
Fantastic.
We've traveled out, and there's an
Yes.
island, and we've found an island that seems to be pretty out there and away from off the beaten track.
Okay.
And we get to it first, and we're able to bring and ferry a small handful of people, maybe 3 people.
Okay.
Who are you bringing? Who are your 3 people that you're bringing, and why?
Ooh, that's a tough one because some of my
Family
people...
members are out.
Oh shit! Really?
Family members are out because that's obvious. Well, of course, we want to save our family
Not my,
members.
Okay, like parents, nieces.
My sister, my mum, my niece. There you go.
all
I did
of that.
it. It's boring.
Wow.
Family members are out. People that you know out here, or people you don't know. Could be a celebrity, could be a known entity. Who are you bringing?
I already know. It's going to be my partner, Danny Daniels, and Vic. And I would,
So boring. That's family.
No, so that counts as family?
My person I
not
really
family?
love, and then 2 of my friends I really love. You're my best friend.
Yes!
Boring.
I'm
Boring.
sorry. Who the fuck
Dennis
are you
Rodman.
taking? Dennis Rodman!
He'd be the first to eat a human being if we had to. He'd be there. He's ready. He knows how to fuck. He could repopulate the world. He's hung out with Kim Jong-un. He's a lunatic. He is straight up survival material. He is straight up. He's like...
Fair.
No one's fucking with an island with Dennis
again.
Rodman walking up and down the beach,
God.
staring out like, "Come and join us! Come and join us, man! You want to join us? I'm ready to fuck." Like, no one's coming to that island.
I am.
Are you? Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Hi, Dennis.
Dennis Rodman. No.
No, too late. You have two more.
His what? His nickname was the Worm.
Yeah.
There you go. Great for
burrow
fertilizer.
for you.
Worms are incredible and very important to the fertilization of
bees.
vegetables. Who
That's
else?
one. You got two more.
All right, Dennis Rodman's protecting the beach. Two more. I want someone who's like an herbalist, who's a famous herbalist, someone who knows about plants.
That's actually would be very
David
valuable.
Attenborough's coming with me. He's there. Because
Is he an expert or does he just
Actually,
sound like an expert?
He's also super old. Bear Grylls. Obviously, Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls knows survival.
Yeah.
He knows how to drink his own piss. He loves drinking his own piss. So
I've seen him drink his own piss.
There you go. So it's not just survival, it's about kink as well, because he's down to party.
And Rodman's not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm basically
yeah. Oh,
making
both.
a
Yes,
creepy
yes.
dude fuck island.
Yeah.
David
I'm
Goggins.
here for it. Again, I would join this island. Third.
You're welcome. David Goggins. No, I don't know. No. Who else would be my third? All right, so I need to repopulate the Earth. I got to think about that.
Jenna Jameson.
No. What an outdated reference as well. Bless her. Fantastic woman, but Jesus, that was me as a teenage boy being into it. Who would I bring who's like, I got to think fertility. I need someone. The Octo Mum. That mum who had
No. Why? No.
Because, I mean, she clearly has a
You know
very
that she got
strong
that through.
womb.
I thought that was like IVF treatments or something.
Listen.
You bring in your IVF?
If you're getting a load from Dennis Rodman, Jeff Leach, and Bear Grylls on a daily basis, you're getting pregnant. You're getting pregnant. The reason she had to have IVF is because she was married to a Mormon or some shit. That's
his
why.
fault.
They kept doing it through a
Mormon.
sheet.
A sheet.
They just rubbed
great
on.
information.
Had a rub on. They didn't even have proper sex.
No.
No, I've got to think. Maybe not. Yeah.
No, that's it. You've chosen.
All right, well.
No takebacks.
I like my island. I think it's fun.
Your island is great, but my island is better.
Way more consensual than Epstein's for a start. You know what I mean? Everyone's
is
of
that
age.
what we're basing islands on?
Everyone's of
My
age.
island's better.
Everyone's of age. Everyone's a grown adult. They all know what they've done. They've all had a crazy life, but they've all calmed down a bit. Except for Rodman. Rodman might have been on Epstein Island. I don't know. Cannot confirm. That is not. I don't want to get sued by Rodman's people.
Oh no.
Allegedly, there's a chance, a 1 in a million chance that he may have been on one of those flights. Can we Google that? Can we just double check before
let's do it.
Was Dennis Rodman on the Epstein?
Yes, yes.
He's definitely been at a P. Diddy party. Do you know what I mean?
So that's it? If you've been at a P. Diddy party, you've been on Epstein Island?
I mean...
That's the criterion?
According to 50 Cent, yeah.
Are his parties like the gateway drug for Epstein Island?
Gateway for him blackmailing you by videotaping you apparently having a compromising situation. Allegedly. According to the tabloid press and 50 Cent's tweets. An Instagram post that might have happened. Allegedly, possibly. Cannot confirm.
Look like it.
No.
Dennis Rodman's clear?
It seems like he's clear. I'm seeing Dennis
there you
Quaid.
go. Okay.
Dennis Quaid?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Kid
Willie
Rock.
Rodman, but no. Kid Rock was there. What a surprise. Dennis Rodman. All right. Perfect. Get it off. We don't need it. Back to the main screen. Dennis Rodman, you're invited. You're on the list. Is that mic back down? Just want to make sure.
I have to say though, I want to bring up your outfit again because I feel like the moment you walked in the room, I recognized your coat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This was sent to me by the good people at Rockstar Video Games.
Yeah.
Because I did a bunch of live streams with them and some content with them. They're wonderful people. And they sent me little packages because I'm friends with a lot of the team over there. And they sent me little packages.
Coat.
This was for Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
They sent a real cowboy jacket with the Vanderlyn gang written inside.
Cool.
And then obviously I should have known that straight off the rip because I didn't play the game.
Yeah.
For many hours.
No, I played the shit out of that game.
Many hours.
And you and I are both huge gamers, so tell me, favorite post-apocalyptic game?
Oh, post-apocalyptic game?
Game to play, yep. Or that you've ever played. I think I know the answer.
Days Gone is cool.
That's not what I was going to say.
Days Gone is cool. The Last of Us 1 was maybe my favorite story I've ever played. It made me cry within the first 5 minutes.
Of course it did, yeah.
And it made me come halfway through. So
did you play The Last of Us 2?
I didn't know. No.
Why?
I just didn't. I just was playing other games.
Okay, you should.
Yeah.
Circle back.
Okay. All right.
It's so good. It'll make you cry too.
Oh, really?
It made me rage and then I loved it, and then
I played all the
Just,
DLC where we found out that that the little girl was a lesbian and that she had this romantic love interest of this young mixed race girl. I played that one, which was a great story.
Yeah.
And then maybe The Last of Us. Apocalyptic though. The Division was a lot of fun.
Game.
That was kind
I
of
haven't played
post-apocalyptic, and it's a city. It's like a first-person shooter.
Okay.
Does Halo count as a post-apocalyptic game? I mean, technically, it's the entire universe has been under an apocalypse in a lot of ways.
Sure, it counts then. Okay.
All right.
I feel like that's a space game.
It is a sci-fi game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Although some apocalyptic experiences are science fiction based.
absolutely.
Aliens came down.
And killed us all.
All right. Let's go on to another question. I want to go.
Can I tell you what I thought yours was going to be?
Oh yeah.
Fallout.
I'm such an idiot. You're 100% right.
I thought that was going to be yours.
It should be top of my list.
That it wasn't even in your top 3.
I don't even know why I didn't think of it. That's sad.
I'm upset for you.
That's how much damage the release of Fallout 76 caused to my love. Upset me so much.
I could leave this podcast right now thinking about that.
I was so angry. And
furious because I was so excited.
The worst part of Fallout 76 release.
So excited.
Which we're going off topic vastly, grossly now. But the worst part of it was the fact that they copy and pasted bugs and glitches from the previous game, and that had actually already been fixed with mods by the community. So they could have even hired some kid in Utah who already developed a mod to fix that lighting issue or fix that broken bit of ground. And they didn't. They just copied and pasted shit in.
Not a single better graphic.
Lazy.
Not a single interesting storyline.
Not a single character to interact with. It was all fucking recordings at the beginning. And I know they've redone it or they've made changes since then, but no, they have. They have made gross changes to it, but whatever. Upset me. We should do some questions from our viewers.
We're all upset. That hurt though.
In case you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, we are on 2 major platforms.
Yes.
We're on more than that. We're on youtube.com/Comic Cougar Convo. Make sure you check it out and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Make sure you go across and watch all the full-length episodes if you haven't done so already, if you've just seen a clip. Make sure you show us some love over there. Put a comment as well. Engage with it. Give it a thumbs up and a like. We need that engagement on the videos. And please send it to a friend or two. That'd be great if you're enjoying what we're doing here. We're also on OnlyFans TV as well, OFTV. So make sure you check out our clips on there. But also, if you want to be a real supporter, you have to go to Patreon. That's patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. Patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. You get episodes 24 hours before they go live on the YouTube channel. Normally on a Thursday, sometimes on a Friday if I'm having a busy week. You get BTS photos and videos. You get secret extra episodes and extra content. We just uploaded the XBiz 2024 awards, all the backstage.
And we have a bunch of stuff from the last party we went to.
Absolutely.
Our lives.
Me and Cherie are this close to gardening each other's genitals as well. Who knows? The content might come someday. You can DM us directly and actually interact with us if you want to, and we will reply.
My favorite people are on Patreon.
It's true. All of your biggest fans on there as well, I've seen. You get a shout out on the podcast, and we're actually going to shout out a couple of brand new Patreons right now. You go first. This lady's one of yours, I know.
Beverly Jones, thank you so much. You know I love you.
Beverly Jones, thanks for becoming a Patreon pledge. And also Ruud van Wingarden.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a legend. You are not rude. In fact, you are incredibly polite. We appreciate your support. You can also submit questions like these amazing people who are already Patreon pledges have done. You kick it off, my love.
All right.
Let's go.
From Ms. Moneybags, she asks, can I be on your apocalypse team? I wonder if she's asking you or me.
Both of us. My answer is no, don't know you. We'll probably go with people that I know first and foremost. So I'm not going to lie to you and say yes, unless you're coming with some serious skills. You should have put the resume in there. You missed an opportunity, and that's why you're dead, miss.
I'm going to say yes, because I have no one on my team yet, and you can be the first one.
You're not on my team. You're not on my team.
I would love to be on your team, but you drove off on a motorcycle and left me behind.
Well,
I asked multiple follow-up questions.
I'll send you a drop pin.
A drop pin! You know what?
Phantom has asked us, do you think a reset is actually needed to make things right with the human race as a whole, fixing the planet? So effectively saying, is an apocalypse potentially necessary because we fucked it this way around?
A forest burning down to release the seed.
Sure.
No.
What do you think?
No. That face.
I mean, I'm not an anarchist or a nihilist, but there is a part of me that thinks, Yeah, we have built a structure or certain...
It's gone too far?
A small group of people have built a structure that has put the entirety of the human race in servitude to a bunch of mega corporations. I think that's fucked. And I don't think there's a way out of it for us unless some global sense of consciousness suddenly stimulates between everyone. And as we've already discovered by social media and the internet, people are too easily swayed. They're too easily misled. They're too full of their own traumas and angers and frustrations and hatred for themselves that they will project out to others in any way they can, whether it be race, sexuality, religion, politics, it doesn't matter. So I think we're too far gone. Yeah, I think we fucked it.
But people are people. The same people are going to be in your new world, just less of them.
I mean, most of the people are going to be dead. In fact, they're not going to be the same people. Some of the worst people are probably going to survive the apocalypse and we'll restart all over again. So we're going to need a couple of hippies like me out there being like, come on, man, take some mushrooms. But also, let's learn how to use firearms at a very highly skilled level and garden and what plants are medicinal and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think we are fucked. Yeah, I agree, Phantom. I think we're done. No. Haters going to hate. What are they asking, Cherie?
They ask...
haters going to hate...
Haters going to hate 77. I know.
Don't want to be confused with the other 76.
There's a lot of other haters that are going to hate. They ask, what do you think the best weapon would be? The best weapon would be if the government went down. That's very specific.
1 Bitcoin. I'm serious. The government prints the money. And, well, actually, technically a private company prints the money. But the government is involved in that business and would make it difficult
If there's no government, what is a Bitcoin going to do for you?
Money wouldn't mean anything in this country.
And why would a Bitcoin mean anything?
The US dollar, because Bitcoin is a global currency and it was an immaculate conception. So it's the only thing that is backed up. Now, as long as every single, unless there's some kind of EMP charge that takes out every single computer system in the world.
Government.
Every single PC would have to go down in the world because it's backed up by blockchain technology. So that would be the only way to eradicate the knowledge of who owns what bitcoins in what wallets. But if that went down...
Yeah, but most people would have zero money.
That's exactly what I'm saying. One Bitcoin would be super useful.
So all the zero money people would just riot.
Oh, sure, great. And then the people with the Bitcoin would go, well, our currency is the only one that still is intact.
And they'd say, I don't care, I'm going to kill you all.
I'm going to hire you, and then blah, 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 blah. I'll give you some of that wealth.
Again.
And then capitalism again, based on that Bitcoin, yeah.
See, so I'm going to go back to the previous question and say that even the apocalypse wouldn't work.
What do you mean?
You're saying you need a reset to make things right. And I'm saying even all these hypothetical apocalypses are not even working to make things right.
The reset would be most of humanity, the entire human race, pretty much, save a few, being eradicated, dying.
You have to select the few, though.
Flipping. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I was one of the few that survived it, I'd be like, all right, cool, yeah. I think most people need to go. Jesus. Tim the Rat Man.
Next question.
Tim the Rat Man. That username makes me laugh. I know that's a gamer, and I know it's a Call of Duty viewer, and that's definitely one of my fans. Tim the Rat Man, because there's a guy called Tim the Tap Man Taylor. Tim the Rat Man says, if you could pick one celebrity to join your post-apocalyptic team member, who would that be and why? Well, I've already picked 3 for my little island. Bear Grylls. I'll stick with Bear Grylls. Let's go with Bear Grylls. He's a survival guy.
Crocodile Dundee.
I love that. I like the idea that you get actor Paul. What's his name? Paul what? Actor Paul something. Paul Hogan. Actor Paul Hogan, who's potentially very old now and or may not be with us anymore. I have no idea.
No, I want him at his prime.
This
is a fantasy. I want Crocodile Dundee.
Well, it does say celebrity. I like that you've picked a complete fictional character. But all right, government goes down. Crocodile Dundee's getting the call.
Crocodile is a celebrity, and you can't tell me otherwise.
So I'd want the black guy who drove the limo, who threw the boomerang, and like, I'll tell you why, because he was part of a tribe. That's what they said. He went, "What tribe are you from?" He was like, "Blah blah blah," and he was also a streetwise kind of dude. And also,
he had a boomerang.
Also, some
reusable.
Well, he pulled it off the back of the car. Have you not even watched the movie? You're professing to be a Crocodile Dundee fan, and you haven't seen it.
I wasn't professing to be a fan. I just wanted him on my island.
You just want Crocodile Dundee. You just want that big knife. I get you. Next question from. Well, this is one of your followers, I'm imagining.
Ricardo's sex.
Ricardo is sex.
Oh, Ricardo is sex.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 X's.
Do you even know how to farm? You're totally gonna die.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely one of your fans. Cherie, do you?
I do know
I
how
love
to
you, but I
farm.
also hate you.
But only if I have like seeds. I don't know how to collect seeds.
Bill Gates got them all. He bought them all.
He literally did.
Literally. They're all owned by him now.
If you own Monsanto,
We're
you
screwed.
own the world.
We're screwed. Do you know how to farm? Do you know how to grow shit? Do you have
I'm
green
growing
fingers?
stuff right now in my garden.
What you grow?
A lot of different herbs.
What you growing,
I'm getting
girl?
ready to plant my strawberries and my tomatoes
What you
and
gonna
my
do with those strawberries?
eggplants.
You gonna
I'm just
grow them?
Yeah, I'm gonna grow them.
You gonna let them get ripe?
Real big and juicy.
And then you're going to bite them.
Carefully.
Just sink your
But
teeth
first,
into
I'm
them.
just gonna like pluck them and like squeeze them a little.
Just tease the tip of that strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, and then you might dice them up and put some mango in there as well. A bit of pineapple. Make a fruit syrup.
Oh my fucking
And then
God!
you're gonna
A
put some
reduction.
custard and jelly on top, and then serve it to your grandma. You didn't see that coming, did you, perverts? Or maybe you did, and
Yeah,
you're
they
twice
did.
as
They've
hard
seen
now.
my movies.
You genuinely okay? So you're growing some shit.
Yeah, I am.
I got some
love
stuff. You know that.
gardening.
I got some stuff in the back.
I love gardening.
I'm green fingered. I think I can save a lot of plants. I know
Yeah.
what a number of the medicinal ones look like.
I don't.
And I have some idea of what mushrooms to eat and what not to eat. I'm
I
learning
also
more all
don't.
the time.
I don't know any of those
I got
things.
you. I'll fill you
I
up with
don't.
turkey tails
I
and
don't.
chestnuts.
Yeah, turkey tails.
Final question comes from
Transsexual.
the luscious and delicious Lena Vibes,
yes.
who asks, what would your weapon during the apocalypse be? We covered that.
We did cover that.
Did you say what your weapon would be?
I still
Oh,
want,
Doc Johnson. No, we joked that it would be a Doc Johnson pocket pussy
so
of
like,
Cherie DeVille.
I wanted a machete, but
Okay.
now I feel like you've convinced me otherwise. But before I knew more
What
about
about
the
chainsaw?
axe, how am I going to get the gasoline or electricity for a chainsaw?
All right. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to really be that based. None of this is going to happen during our lifetime, I hope.
Then a chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Vroom, vroom.
Well, you said
I could,
samurai
like,
swords.
I could also like entertain people like Jackal and do like a hardcore chainsaw solo.
Chop your own arm off, and that's how you end up becoming Furiosa.
That's exactly it.
Full
During
story.
my best chainsaw solo ever,
We did it, ladies
I
and
cut
gentlemen.
my own arm off.
We came full circle,
Yeah.
and that's how Cherie DeVille will become Furiosa in the
Yes.
next Mad Max movie. Sorry, Anna Taylor-Joy,
Yes.
you're out of a job. Guys, thank you so much for all your questions. Thank you
Yeah,
for
I
sending
love
those
it. Mm-hmm.
through. If you want to submit your questions to our
Please
next
do.
episodes, do me a favor, check out patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. Go and become a supporter. And it's like
Please.
no bucks. It's $5
Yeah.
to get the episodes 24
Just
hours
'cause you
early,
love
to get the
us.
behind the scenes photos and videos, to get the secret extra episodes, and to be able to get your questions submitted.
Yeah.
If you want the
Exclusive
shout out,
wild parties, all kinds of fun stuff.
Is there exclusive wild parties?
Like
Don't
the
lie.
one we went to.
oh yeah,
I got some fun footage. I got some makeout footage. I got a lot of booties.
you're talking about the footage from the Pillow Talk
Yeah, I
1
am.
million subscriber
Yeah, I
party.
am.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Ryan Pownell and the team over at Pillow Talk who threw a
Yeah.
really epic party.
It was a fucking and Liam who like rocked that party planning.
You and
Yeah.
me rocked the party plan because we were the best dressed people at it. First
we
of
kind
all,
of were.
we were
looked
the ones who made the most effort.
amazing.
It was
We
a
looked
Hugh Hefner
amazing.
and Playboy theme party.
Yes.
And we both had our captain hats. You had this
Oh,
gorgeous
we
outfit on, little bow
heffed
top.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a pipe
Yeah, I
packed
wish.
full of weed. It was
So
amazing.
yours won because I wanted a pipe and I did not have a pipe.
There you go. But I let you put my pipe in your mouth, so
I did
you're welcome.
multiple times that night.
She only ever was on the inside. Anyway, no. All right. Got too pervy and then I faltered.
Then I faulted.
This is me. Hey,
We
can I
took
just
it too
say
far.
this is me at, by the way, at an orgy last week. I
yeah.
went to a kink
Nice,
party and I went to a
nice.
little orgy, and
Yeah.
I ended up, as I was leaving the room where the sex was all happening, I leant on the wall on the light switches and
Like
turned on all
exhausted?
the lights in the entire
You
play
turned the
area.
lights on in an orgy?
There was a dude with his
Stop.
hand inside another dude's arse,
Wow.
and there were multiple
Yeah.
couples fucking, and
Yeah.
they all at the same time went, "No!" And I slammed the lights off and went, "I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't ask consent." And they all laughed, and then I left.
That is a faux pas at an orgy.
Yeah, so that's how it would go down with me if I
Although
was
I
trying to
like
survive
a
the
well-lit
apocalypse.
orgy, if I'm being honest.
You love it. You love
do.
it.
I love a
now, if you
well-lit
want
orgy.
more fantastic stories like that and behind the scenes content, if you want all that exclusive content like the XPS Awards and various
Yeah.
events that we're going to,
Yeah.
if you want to be part of our community and get a shout, do me a favor. Check it out. Patreon.com/Comic Cougar Convo. Also, make sure to like and share all of our clips. If you're on Instagram right now, if you are on TikTok, if you are on Twitter, please don't just like it. Please give it a reshare, repost it. Please send it to one of your friends. Hit that little paper airplane button and send it to a couple of people you think would like the same content that you're enjoying. And finally, youtube.com/@Comic Cougar Convo. We want to hit 1,000 subs over there. We're at about, oh no, you know what we're at today?
Tell me.
666.
Today's the day. Come on.
No, wait, that's
Hit
on our
that button.
TikTok. That's on our TikTok, 666. We're at something like 850 or 900 on our YouTube. So help us hit 1,000. Let's get up to 10K. Let's hit a
By
million.
the time this one airs, we'll be there.
If we hit 1 million, like Pillow Talk did, we'll have a big party, and you guys will be live. It will be live streamed exclusively to our Patreon pledges.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pinky.
Wrong one. Both. Oh, double pinky.
Pinky promise for you.
That's hardcore.
Wait, the DPP.
That's hardcore.
That's a DPP.
The DPP.
We just did a DPP for you. So
DPP.
that's going to come your way if we can get up to 1 million followers. But we can. Why not?
Well, of course we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Jeff Leach. I'm a comic.
I'm Cherie DeVille. I'm the Cougar.
And this was a conversation. Thank you very much. See you next time.